That's embarrassing.
Are you recording?
Yes.
I
All right.
actually did, so.
This is geometry. I have not taught y'all in a long time.
Yeah.
Unsurprising.
I don't even remember like.
I don't even know what lesson
It's
this
5.2.
is.
It's
5.2?
It should be on like 5.5.
It's been so long. Okay.
Girl, what?
All right. So we are doing, now it's been a while. The last time that we did this, we did translations, which translations were just taking a shape and moving it without changing the orientation of the shape at all. Okay. Reflections are going to be just that. We are going to pick a line of reflection, okay, that we have right here on this first line. So a flip is a over a line called the line of reflection. Okay. Line of symmetry is another way that you will see that presented to you. Okay. So each point and its image
Bless you.
are the same distance from the line of reflection. A reflection is also an example of a rigid motion. What is a rigid motion? Aiden.
Motion that doesn't really change much.
Yeah.
It's only going to go in one direction.
Yes, so it was unnecessary to guess because we talked about rigid motion on translations. Rigid motion is just motion that does not adjust the relative like size. Okay, the shape is generally the same. Gray, you got a question?
Do you have any extra papers like grab?
Yes, come here. Okay. Cool, bro. Okay. Common lines of reflection. We will use the x-axis or the y-axis. Okay, vertical and horizontal lines in the form of x equals a number, okay, or y equals a number. And then diagonal lines. What is the most common diagonal line? No. So it's a great guess, okay? But the diagonal line, okay, would be for what y equals x equals. So y equals x. Y equals x is a perfectly diagonal positive slope, okay? Y equals negative x is the opposite, okay? That crosses through which point? 0, 0. The origin. There we go. Okay, so let's try this out. We're going to need to recognize the points of reflection, okay? Or the lines of reflection, I guess I should say. Okay, so those will be listed in bold on these problems, okay? So first you're going to get your original shape down. On number 1, it's a triangle ABC. So go ahead and graph that.
Would you be scared?
Okay, so here we have triangle ABC. Which axes is the x-axis?
The horizontal one.
Yeah, the horizontal one. Okay, so this we're going off of this one right here. You are going to, whether this is currently the most appropriate or mathy way to get you to do this, I think it's the easiest. Okay, you're just going to count from the axis, okay, to a point. So like if I go A, from the axis I'm up how many? 2. I'm going to be that same distance away from the axis, but flipped over. Okay, so the A prime will be a -2. Okay.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I can do the same thing with C. C is how many above the x-axis? 1. So it's going to be below the x-axis. 1 as C prime. Do the same thing with B.
7. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, we have now reflected, okay, over the x-axis. If you took your paper and you folded it perfectly down the x-axis, those shapes would do what?
Be the same.
Yeah, lay right on top of each other perfectly. If you drew perfect lines, yes.
Perfect.
I said perfect, but yes. Okay, please fill in your prime values in A, B, and C below the graph. Your x's did not change, but your y's are now the negative version or the opposite version, okay? All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2 is now a rectangle. So we can start by getting the rectangle on the page. What is our line of symmetry? The y-axis. So when the x-axis was our line of symmetry, which values did we flip? Listen to my question. So when the x-axis was the line of symmetry, which values did we flip? The y's. So when the y-axis is your line of symmetry, which values are you flipping? The x. Okay? So go ahead and work through number 2 right here, and then we'll just kind of check ourselves together. The PQRS, let me see. No worries. And go ahead and flip it whenever you're ready. And then make sure you get your ordered pairs down for your prime values now on the bottom. And then you'll be done with that one. All right. If you haven't looked up already, go ahead and look up and check your stuff. How are we doing? Harper got them all right. Does anybody want to know? Good. All right. Number 3 and number 4. Go ahead and work through those. You and your table partner.
Oh, it's trying to trick us.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Mr. Bennett, come here. Please. Pretty please. I'll be your best friend forever.
I'll come here.
So this H, is it just gonna be okay?
So we're changing the X, or no, we're changing the Y, like what we did up here. Oh, but yeah,
But
yeah,
it
we're
changed
changing,
the
yeah. No, you're right. Wait, I have a question.
So it would be
Like, so like, if it's like on the little line, do we just put it there still, or like keep it?
Because what you're trying to do is get the opposite of that value, but since that value is 0, there's no opposite. So.
Let me count. Sorry, I'll just lose my brain if I don't.
How we flipped over the X's?
Just change the one. What do you mean turn it around?
Oh, I did this one.
Okay. Those are the points, right? Okay, I just want I don't know how I would react if someone said I knew the general area which is. That's only a couple knocks away from me getting murdered. The sense. They're like, oh, just Harper with you? No, it's not a block. Okay. Just Harper with them. And then I get stabbed in the ribs. So.
Okay, for names, please make your way to the office quickly. Thank you.
Definitely in trouble. That's not kind of Lena. What if she's not in trouble? What if she's getting an award? That's why they said quickly. That's so funny.
Nothing.
Are we listening to a podcast? A little comedian?
No, I'm responsible, so I don't have my AirPods in during class.
Yeah, I mean, I don't own AirPods, but oh my gosh, I don't know.
There's number 3 if you need to check. You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm putting W first.
I highly doubt that.
What the freak? How do you know?
All right, there's 3 and 4. Thank you. Yeah, I switched my letters. Thank you.
Oh,
All right. Are we good to go on to number 5? Okay. What I want you to do while you're waiting, go ahead and flip over to number 5 and number 6 and graph the original shapes. Don't do the reflections just yet. Okay? Graph the original shapes. Don't do the reflections. Well, I mean, technically you can. Yeah, if you're waiting and you want to go ahead and do all the original shapes on the back, go ahead and do those real quick.
this is a weird little triangle. Is your triangle looking weird too?
Don't try to do that.
You just leave.
Wait, what?
Bro, I just
That's
skipped the
equals- X equals 4. What?
I tried to skip the content, but he's making me watch. He's making me watch things.
What? I think I did that. Oh, I did do it.
I don't know why to use. Losing brain cells. Yeah, that's looking. Don Delvin, Mr. Bennett, Don's threatening to skewer his brain.
Threatening to skewer his own brain?
Yes.
Well,
He's not threatening you, so it's not illegal.
Suicidal thoughts though.
That's still not illegal.
Just Darwinism at work.
Technically, it's
Be like both blocks off.
so fair.
Thank you.
You did it wrong.
We love
I did it wrong. And then you were.
No, but look right here, you go right here, right?
All right, are we even if you're not done with all the original shapes, are we at least to where we can get to number 5? Okay. So let's focus on number 5, please. All right, on number 5, we have a triangle JKL with vertices. I don't need to go through those. J, K, and L. Okay. Our line of reflection, however, this time is now going to be horizontal or vertical lines that are not the axes. Okay. So x equals 4. I just want to make sure we're clear on which one's the vertical and which one's the horizontal because it throws them off. We understand that the x values are side-to-side values. However, when the line of symmetry or reflection is an x value, that is a vertical line that has to pass through where x is 4. So where is x is 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, your line of reflection is going to be right here. And I want you to put a dotted line on that line of reflection. Mm-hmm.
Like yours?
Yes.
Why is it though? Yours is kind of ugly.
You can make it better. It's okay.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it as a compliment.
Oh, okay. Your hair looks disgusting. I mean it as a compliment, though.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Bennett, you want to quit sometimes?
Do what?
You want to quit your job sometimes?
Do I want to quit my job sometimes?
Don't we all?
No,
You don't have a job.
I don't.
Sorry, are you sure?
I want to take a break sometimes, but I don't want to quit.
Can I see your mini stapler?
All right, so after you get the originals, okay, we have 1, -1 for J. We have 2, 3 for K. We have 3, -2 for your L. Your line of reflection is now over the x equals 4. Okay, so your L prime is now located right here. Your J prime is now located right here. Your K prime is now located right here.
I did not think you'd get it. Wait, how did you get that?
So you're doing the same thing that you did, for instance, on the y-axis as being your line of symmetry, but your line of symmetry has moved. So you're still counting your spaces from the line of symmetry. This is where the counting of the spaces, I think, is really useful. Okay.
Wow, this looks really.
Now make sure that you also get the values of your new vertices, okay, or your prime vertices. So the new value for J is going to be what? 7, -1. New value for K is going to be 6, 3. And the new value for L should be 5, -2. A pin? No. All of my pens have been stolen. I'm sorry.
Look at that big old bag of pencils that you have.
They're still there.
Why do you need it?
Teach yourself how to write too. Or did your little teacher teach you how to write?
So I used to write 2s like that.
That's how I write.
Yeah. But then my students didn't like that it looked too much like
A rabbit. It looks like a. Does it look like
I can't remember. It was a letter, maybe an S. Maybe maybe that's how I used to write my 2s.
That's a Z.
Yeah, I write my Z's like this though. So anyway,
Ooh, you're really
I did.
fancy.
thank you.
You draw with the little line.
Okay, number 6.
I guess I'll shut up.
Sounds good. All right. Your line of symmetry is x equals -1. Make sure that you put your dotted line on x equals -1. Go ahead and try and finish out 6, 7, and 8.
Wait,
Wow.
do we write the coordinates? No. Wait. Okay, we'll write it.
Good job, buddy.
Okay, I'm still confused on how we get here.
I'll help you out, Olivia. So basically, like, see how I'm doing?
This one right here.
It's 1.
So you're still graphing all of these from the origin.
So then this would be.
So this one will be right here. So you'd still flip it over the line. Okay.
Yeah. You get it now, or do you see it?
Where does the new 0 go? How many spaces away from the line of symmetry is 0, 3? Well, you already said it. No takesies, backsies.
That's actually so relatable.
Oh, this is
Oh, let's go right there. What's your favorite class, Mr. Bennett?
It's B1. And they
Yeah,
yell at me.
B1
No,
is very
no, you
bad.
literally told them to that.
Really? Oh, I caught him out.
I said they still might be my favorite, yeah.
Oh yeah, you would never give us a
Wait, you said that during opening?
What?
Oh.
No, you caught him out.
You're a terrible eavesdropper.
No, I'm not. It's just
I mean,
it's just screaming. I'm a little tired today. Oh wait, I'm right. So I was just having a great time in little orchestra. And then she kept calling on little basses. And I thought it was really funny, so I started laughing. Not actually laughing because I don't care. And like then she was like, oh, what did she say? She was like, don't worry.
Hey, I didn't even
When
read it like
call
that.
on the basses, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the other people. And I was like, oh, there's like one other bass. So that's kind of funny. You like that? Yeah, she's nice. She kind of like, I don't know.
What is going on?
Mr. Bennett, you put T and U on the wrong side.
Thank you. I keep doing that.
Okay, who?
Are you an owl?
The other day, I was like, this is great.
You sound like you're auditioning to be a clicker.
What's a
What?
clicker?
Graham doesn't know what that is.
What's a clicker?
The Walking Dead or not the Walking
Clicker.
Dead?
It is not the same.
It kind of is.
yeah, why wouldn't I know?
I don't know, buddy. Because you broke your collarbone.
I don't know, buddy.
Yeah, people that break their collarbone snowboarding, Bram, don't watch zombie shows, okay? So The Last of Us, so the last,
At this point.
Gage, you don't get to talk till your hair's black. Okay, check number 6.
Mr. Bennett, can I get a question?
He made a deal.
Yes.
Aw,
Yeah,
thanks,
I really
Olivia,
don't know
you're
why
the
I made the
best.
deal. I got nothing in return.
I know, it was a great deal for me.
Huh.
Was it you?
I don't even remember what the deal was, but I got it.
I think I just told you you could choose by color.
Oh, that's
And
true.
then you chose the worst option.
I think it's the best option.
What's 10 plus 10?
Gonna go from baby carrot to bruised carrot. Okay, Make sure you check number 6 if you haven't already so that I can move it down.
I'm confused. Where is negative 2, 0? Maybe I'm just like.
Are you on this one?
Yeah, like I
So
don't
you
know.
go over 2 and then it's just right over.
Oh, it's that.
Go, Gabe.
This is really easy. Why don't we do this all the time? Where's mod? 2. I feel like 1, 2.
You forgot to choose your, Brandon, you forgot to choose your input button for that one.
Gauge.
Don't call me slow. Oh, you are just a little bit. No.
That's okay.
Because y'all would not
I
take that
am.
level of this look.
See, I can't say it. Come on, go.
What, missus?
Wait, they did it. This is wrong.
Oh, no.
Guys, I know that I'm okay with us talking, but let's make sure that we're working while we're chit-chatting, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Who's threatening you? He is threatening himself.
Well, I guess that.
Your colors are blocking for things.
What?
Interesting sentence. One I said many times.
Mr. Bennett, they all need to listen to these lessons. Lydia, you missed
Sam,
some
it's gonna take
lessons.
a little bit of time.
What are you doing in the bathroom?
I've never pushed any of my places on the stage. What is happening?
Random acts of violence. Random acts of violence are a staple of their lives.
I'm really happy you guys are saying that so well. No, it's illegal.
I mean,
Pushing your sisters up the stairs is still legal. You cannot say that.
It's not legal if no one finds out, right?
My sister's pushing down the stairs.
They're getting a little loud. I can't focus.
Sounds like a you problem.
I want my loud speaker. Someone's pushing my buttons.
Are you okay with your Bennett? You're drinking out of your eye.
Just itchy. Allergies. Okay, once you're ready, please check 7 and 8, and then I would love to move on to the very end of this these notes. Yes.
I really understand this topic. I'm just so happy.
Is it though? I mean, like, if no one finds out that,
We said this is 5.2.
Yeah. Wait, is this the end of the lesson, or do we still have those?
Okay, another 30 seconds or so. Please check. And then we are going to move on.
Why would you go to P instead of O?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I didn't make these,
That
so.
makes me a little bit irritated.
Mr. Bennett, are you recording? Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
So all of
Yes.
that violence that you just said you were doing. Wait.
There's proof.
Maybe they should just go
so
to
it
the
will
stage
hold up in a court of
Together.
law for him.
Yeah.
I'll just bring her down here.
She'll help with their.
Wait, so we don't have to do 90?
Oh wait, they can call Pivot and talk to a therapist. I forgot about that.
That's true.
Maybe we should call them. Do a little. Put them on a speaker. You know.
Else called that grandma.
Okay, here we go. We all good for 7 and 8, or we still need it a little bit?
Oh, I'm okay with things.
Oh no.
You know, you can take
He's
care of
having an aneurysm. On all the screens.
There we go. I fixed it.
That's a negative
Can we
4.
please not do 90 to 10?
We're gonna look there.
Or can we pick one?
That's what I
Sure. We're gonna do both. Okay, number 9. Now what we're doing this time is flipping over the diagonal lines that I was talking about at the very beginning. So the first one is y equals x. Okay, so the y equals x line of symmetry goes through the origin diagonally, and it's for whatever y equals x equals. So if y is 1, x is 1. If y is 2, x is 2. If y is 3 or 5 or 7, okay? And the same in the negative direction. Okay, perfectly diagonal, relatively speaking. Okay, please get your original shape on there. We have a triangle XYZ with verticals, with vertices -5, -2, -3, 4, -1, 1. Okay, now the diagonals for y equals x are going to be a little different on how we need to flip them, because it's not as easy to count diagonally. But mathematically, there is a fairly simple way to identify the points without having to do any counting. Okay? I do want you and your table partner to try and identify how you could most simply flip your points over this line of reflection. Okay, I'll give you about 30 to 45 seconds. Go.
Why are you looking at my computer? Why are you smiling?
You have to push the front in.
I'm really hungry. You have to count like that one thing that you go over and under. What's that called? I think that's called rise over run. Huh? You have to use slow formula.
Did you say slope formula?
That's what Claire said. She said slow.
I think this is it.
Is that right?
I just eyeballed it.
I really want to go to Chicken.
Same.
Do you want to take all of us? Or me and her? That's why this Clark got fired.
That's not why.
Isn't that true?
I mean,
Oh, it's because she made TikToks with vocab.
I shouldn't talk about this.
She took EJ dress shopping.
Oh, you could just
She did.
flip
It's
it.
true.
That's what this entire.
All right. What did we discuss?
I missed
And
it.
what is one theory?
Slow.
I just counted.
Lol.
I should have said that.
Rise over run.
Flip the coordinates.
Rise over run. Rise over run is my guess. Oh,
Myra, Reese.
You times it. You flip them. You go like -3 and 4. You make it 3 and -4.
Same thing that you just said, Vincent.
Yeah.
Yes.
slow.
Okay. You just flip the x and the y coordinates.
Yeah.
Okay. So for x, we have -5, -2. X prime is going to be -2, -5. Okay. Y was -3, 4. You're going to flip it to 4. Oh my. 4, -3.
Whoa.
Okay. Z prime from -1, 1 to 1, -1. I love all the sarcastic exhilaration. It's wonderful.
We're so happy, Mr. Bennett.
Good. Okay, make sure that you graph those.
I think I did it right.
You do 10.
Yes.
So basically, the slope of the diagonal is so much helpful. It look.
I want to say I counted. I didn't.
I know. Oh, we're doing 10. I'm scared.
What are you about to do? No. I think that will just make applesauce if you're going to do it that way.
Wait, to make food what?
No, we're like cracking.
Bram,
Oh, I know.
Bram just started salivating. He was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Harper watched a video on this.
Whoa. Actually, I
Harper's
will.
not going to be able to do it.
Yes, I will, Gage.
Let's see it.
Your hater.
Let's see it, Harper. What are you trying to do?
Break the apple in half. I can do it. I really can.
Harper, if I don't see it, it doesn't happen.
If he doesn't see it, just happen. Let me try to cut it open with the knife I have on me right now.
What?
Maybe you have knives in your fingers.
We've got to figure out a better way to handle a recording.
Yeah, you just shouldn't record it.
I have to.
Well, like just later.
Harper, do you have
Oh,
a knife?
okay. So you want me to do it on my own personal time instead of when I'm actually teaching?
Well, that's what you have to always end up doing.
Most of the time, yes. Okay.
Harper,
I did do it actually, Gage. You just weren't opening. I wish you was little.
Ben, am I your favorite student?
It's so funny.
Why'd you laugh?
I was just thinking of a joke I read earlier.
Oh,
Read a joke.
yeah, let's hear the joke.
Yeah, I
Read
wanna
a joke?
hear it.
You never read a joke?
I love
I mean,
jokes.
not really.
What's the joke?
Yeah. What's funny? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. We all like to laugh, Mr. Bennett. That's what Miss Mary says when you're laughing. She's like, I like to laugh, and then she yells at you about and then asks you what you're laughing about.
I'm a real comedian.
What does she not laugh? What does she not yell at you about?
She's really not. She's really loud. She yells at us. Just kidding, actually. sometimes she gives me a lot. She doesn't like me for some reason.
What? Oh.
Can't imagine why.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Once you are done, your homework is posted.
Don't we have to do this, like the negative and all of the second page?
We do have the negative side, I guess, don't we?
We should save it for next time.
No, we won't do all of the next page, but we do need to do the next page. My apologies. It's okay.
I am because I'm kind.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, whatever did happen to Maria?
Maria was about to
I think everyone.
Maria had
Hey, so hit her with the truck.
No, that's not true. Everyone likes me better.
What? What's so surprising?
We never thought he'd do it.
What?
Did she follow those?
Gage.
My finger's still.
If you do that one more time, I'm just. It's so
I'm
nice.
done.
All right, there's number 10. I will go back up to number 10, but I want to go ahead and get started on number 11 and 12. Let's just do one of these. Let's just do number 12. Okay, so for number 12, we have a different line of symmetry. What's changed about this one?
What?
It is negative. So instead of it being a positive slope, it's going to be for whatever y is, x is the negative version. So when y is 1, x is negative 1. What's up, Myra? Yes. Same thing in the negative direction. Stop talking over me, please. Same thing in the negative direction. If y is negative 1, x is positive 1. Okay, so it's going to be the opposite.
Okay.
Okay, when you graph these, S, you've got a negative 1, negative 6. T, you have 0, negative 3. And U, you have 3, negative 4. Okay, so my question to you is the rule the same? Can you still just flip them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Says who? Who made that rule? Since when did we listen to Gabe, bro?
Don't even say that.
Okay, children. I need everybody to shut their Chromebooks now. I've given you some leeway up to this point. Now I just ask a question. I don't get an answer. So to me, we're not paying attention. Chazelle. That is so. Yes, but you have to do two things. You have to flip the values still and change the signs. So it's not necessarily making them negative as much as it is adjusting the signs. Okay? So if our original S was negative 1, negative 6, the S prime is you need to flip and change the sign. The opposite reciprocal, kind of. Okay? Except for, I mean, it's not really. But flip the X and the Y and change the sign. So 6, 1. Is going to be your new S. Your new T will be 3, 0. And your new U will be 4, negative 3.
Whoa, that's actually so crazy. Crazy wild. You should have just told me this to begin with.
I just did.
Not really. But
You wanted me to start with the end?
yeah.
Okay.
Begin with the end in mind. Yes, exactly.
I did what.
All right. So this last part, I just want you to get a little bit of practice on these. These go really quick, 13 through 18. Your only job is to identify what the line of reflection is. Okay. So for instance, on number 13, my answer is going to be the y-axis. Okay. So that's what I want you to do on 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll put these solutions up there in just a second. Let everybody finish number 12 if you haven't already. And then you can go on and work on your reflection homework.
You have to put them in like. What do we put if it's like diagonal?
You have to decide which one it is.
And then put either x equals.
So it's
or
either
y
y,
equals x.
it's either y equals x or y equals negative x.
And then you just like write that.
Uh-huh.
I help you. You can't help me.
That's right.
Can you put back the
Looks
one
pretty good.
thing? Oh shoot, never mind.
You were right, there was
this. I didn't finish that.
I did.
Oh, because.
Vincent, make sure that you do 13 through 18.
Wait, I didn't finish.
I did.
You are just naming what the line of reflection is.
What's you?
Wait, what do you, oh, just name?
Yep.
Oh,
Just
like-
naming which line you are flipping over.
I think spells or homework. Not really.
Could be the diagonals. Okay,
So you'd say X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
the specific diagonal. So like on the front page, we were flipping over y-axis or x-axis, or we were flipping over like y equals 3 or x equals negative 2, or the last two that we just did, we're flipping over y equals x or y equals negative x. So you just need to name which ones those are.
So positive X would be like going like this.
Yep.
And then negative.
Yep.
It's 10, right? Like, is it supposed to be flipped?
You do 11, 12?
Yes.
Do we turn it in?
Just 12. No, those are your notes. Your homework's on Kuda.
I like twins. Oh. Can I have that mini steak?
But it's wrong.
Yes.
That's such a no. You can't have it, Olivia.
This ain't it. I'm gonna roll the
Stop. Doesn't he have staples in it? Oh, it doesn't.
I think it does.
I was thinking no, it does. Yesterday.
Oh, I have some.
Yeah, mini staples.
Oh, wait, maybe it's in there.
I don't think I was very smart when I was doing this.
Let me see. Oh, somebody did use them all.
Oh, no. Well,
Already?
No, don't do that, Olivia. That's my agenda. That's my cover. Right on my cover.
and do that.
Wait, I got your
Oh, this can be your cover.
Good job.
Gotta bring my name. My cover.
Alright, try that one.
Oh my god.
My mom says, yeah, she said,
Okay, let's keep this going. Because you are. Sir Bennett, there's no.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
You got 90.
All right, there's 13 through 18.
oh, what?
Olivia